Yo, what's good people? This your boy, Sean J, representing Debonair Millionaires. Today I'll be talking about your taxes and how the IRS will be lowering your refund. Let's talk about it. So this is for all my W-2 people who work for an employer. You should expect 25% less in income tax this year. Now let me tell you why. All right, so you know those policies that, got you to get around COVID, they gave you some extra money. Well, those policies have now expired. All right, so let's talk about what's going to happen and what's going to change in the money you'll receive this year. So I figure we'll start from largest to smallest, right? The largest change that has happened this year is the child care tax credit. This is the people who have to pay for daycare. You have children, but you also have expenses that you have to pay for. That has dropped from $8,000 to $2,100. Like a dramatic thing. So if you're looking for this big tax income check, it ain't happening with children. Let me tell you that. It's going to be a big change. All right, that's the first biggest one. But yeah, I get it. Number one was a doozy, man. It's a big jump, but it was the biggest one here. So let's keep it going, right? Number two is the child tax credit. This one, if you have a qualifying child or, multiple kids, multiple kids get you more money, but it's reducing from $3,000 to $2,000 if you have kids from 6 to 17, right? But if you have a kid that's lower or 6 years or younger, then it stays at $3,600. So yeah, it's $1,000 off for those that are above 6 years old to 17. But yeah. Okay, so now on to the third one, the earned income tax credit. This one kind of benefits those who have kids, but those without kids, you're missing 2/3 of what you made last year, right? So last year, those who did not have kids for the earned income tax credit would have been $1,500. It has now been reduced to $560, right? Those who have kids, right? Well, qualifying kids, anybody under 17, basically, you had $6,728. Now you have been brought up or increased to $6,935 because of inflation. So, they gave you $207. Okay, so you're probably asking yourself, Sean, what's the deal with this video? Like, I don't understand income tax checks. Like, what is this? Well, my number one thing is to help you manage your expectations on what you will receive when you get this income tax check. Like when you receive it, it's going to be a big difference than what was last year. So that's my number one thing. Number two is that I'm trying to help you prepare, I would like you to get out of that W-2 mindset, that employee mindset where you're just working for a company and then that's it. No, there's better ways to handle this, and you don't have to be reliant on the government with these, checks or whatever. Number three, I'm going to help you circumvent those taxes. So continue watching the video. Don't, I hope I get a follow from you or, a like at least, give me that. But so I'm going to make you business savvy. So keep watching and let's get to it. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. So what do you do to circumvent these taxes or offset these taxes? Well, my number one thing is if you're working for a company that kind of cares about you, then go ahead and look for that 401k plan that they probably set up for you and put the money in there. It's untaxable. They can't tax you on that because, it's kind of a debt thing, but you can't pull it out, but it's untaxable and you can put it in there up until, I think, December 31st. So you have until December 31st to make the decision to put that money into the 401k plan. Okay, so the number two option is the IRA. If you feel like the 401k plan and putting the money in before December 31st is just too soon of an option, then you can go with the IRA. You have up until April 18th, I think it is, to put your money in there, and I'll give you a longer time period to actually think about how you want to do your taxes or whatever. But if you don't have an IRA, then I would say sign up for Robinhood. Sign up for Robinhood. They have a free IRA match plan, so they can match you whatever you put in there. So Just saying. Just saying. So option number 3, you're probably seeing the stock market and the crypto market fall even more right now. That's because people are offsetting their taxes with selling their losses. Everything is down right now, so they're selling right now. This is the normal thing that happens every time this year. You remember when crypto fell in November or December last year? That's because people started selling during that time to offset their taxes to get more back. But I'm just letting you know right now if you don't know this, right? So anyway, if you're seeing the markets fall, that's what's happening, right? Anyway, you can offset your taxes by selling your losses. You can sell at a loss. You can claim up to $3,000, I believe, and you have up until December 31st, which is like 4 or 5 days from now. But if you don't know, well, you know for that next year, right? Okay, so it's no biggie, you know. Now you know, you just be prepared next year for this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me add, if you're selling any stocks or you're selling any crypto or anything like that, you cannot rebuy within the next 30 days. You can't rebuy it. And then if you're selling over $3,000, then that's got to go to next year's taxes. So there's nothing you can really do about that, but you can get at least $3,000 back by selling it at a loss. Okay, so my number 4 option for my people who actually have businesses, from why my channel was created in the first place, it is time to either donate or put the expenses to work right now. It's time to buy up anything you think it's anything to help your company out. It's time to buy that out, and it is now a debt to you. That money that you had in your revenue, that you put in your savings account, hey, make it a debt right now. They can't tax debt, but any income that you made, bruh, they taxing that. So I'm letting you know right now, the banks if you got anything over $600 to your bank account, the banks are telling the government. They have to. They're required now. So anything over $600 that you got as a business transaction, or somebody gave it to you and it wasn't like a gift or anything like that, if they see that multiple times, they're reporting it to the government. So I recommend that if you're doing it, either you have somebody else do it or have somebody you trust that, tell you the right information. So I hope this video gives y'all the inspiration to either start a business or, work your taxes in the right way, or to even invest, and then, that you can also depreciate your houses or whatever. There's a lot of different things you can do to circumvent the taxes. If you have any questions, please ask, because I don't think it's gonna go or be any better in the incoming year. So just letting you know. So this your boy Holla.